Harlem Dance Works 2.0 series again. And this time, the choreographers are Thaddeus Davis and Tonya Wideman, and they're doing a collaborative effort, which is going to be shown over the next three more weeks, isn't it? The first one was last Thursday, and we go from April...
this week and this Thursday, which will be, I think, the 14th.
Right.
And then the 21st.
And then the 28th is the final showing of everything.
Yes.
Now, I got to see the work on Thursday. I was very impressed, not with just the choreography, but I watched the rehearsal that you ran. You weren't there. You were wonderful. I was joking, saying she didn't say, "Don't listen to him. This is what it really is." You were really very focused, but it was really clear to me that you understood. You two had an intent. You have a style of working, and you were working within that motif. Not necessarily set steps, but more. This is the overall intent of where we're going.
Yeah, I mean, it never has to be in our rehearsal process a thing where I say, this is his interpretation and this is my interpretation, because we come to it and both of our interpretations are out there from the very beginning, and we create an environment where we both can speak freely so that whatever comes out of that process is not one vision, it's both visions.
But it's very clear that it may be both visions, but it's two voices with one message.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that because we spend a lot of time together, we do a lot of talking about a lot of things other than dance. We talk a lot about aesthetic, we talk a lot about architecture, we talk a lot about design, and so based off of that, we have similarities. We have things that we find that are very, for instance, the way we want to decorate our apartment or our whatever little space it is, we have things that are my approach, they have things that are Tonya's approach, and then we put those things together and figure out how to make them work together in the space. And leaving that creative space open so that it's not about her way or my way, but it's about the ability to be able to be creative. We both be creative. And that's the difficult part, I think, in maybe putting two choreographers together, is that they both are strong creative people, and when a stroke of genius hits one, that person wants it to be seen. And I don't think that we are really so thinking of it being a stroke of genius. We are really trying to find the ballet or the dance or the design or wherever it is, and how it exists already in the space, and how we can arrange those things for our own purpose. To be out and trying to
cover all the bases.
Joffrey said that. Robert Joffrey was really starting out. He said, if you are artistic and you have to be an executive, it kind of ruins your creativity because you spend more time rubber chicken dinners and trying to raise money than you do spending that time working on the creative process.
And that's what's, kind of coming back to what we're here about. That's what, 2.0 for us is about, being here for 3 weeks, which is just like, last spring we were at Nevada Ballet, choreographing about creating a ballet there. Usually, throughout the year, we'll probably be maybe two kind of big name, sort of regional companies where we're doing work. And so to have an opportunity to come back to Dance to Harlem and just sit up for 3 weeks and really
just create
with no intent of, a lot of times when you go places, people have seen your reel, so they say, I like it. So they like what they saw, and they want something like what they saw.
Exactly.
So, but this process is really good for us because there is no like what we saw. Virginia has seen a lot of our work, and we also dance in the company here, so our aesthetics are along the same lines. So we came in with we're going to do these treatments. It's not really about choreography, it's about treatments, about these ideas that we sit in the room and talk about.
And so I want to explore that, because one thing that Virginia said I thought was very important was that she said that by the time this is brought to stage, it may be different music, different type, maybe a larger or more condensed cast. You know, the idea that you were talking about doing an original composition for the music. So basically you're sketching, you're putting ideas and playing with movement for another day.
Yeah. I mean, every time you create a work, you get some information about that, and then you go to another place where you say, okay, I want to explore this thing because I kind of tapped into something, and so the process keeps continuing. And by the time 2012 gets here, we don't know where we'll be in our process. We may have explored some things that we had no idea about at this particular date. So you can't really say that that 2012 thing will be a set thing because we don't know where we'll be in our process at that particular point.